What's going on, family? I'm back with another video. Listen, I told y'all when I come back to the channel, I'm gonna be dropping mad game on the channel. It ain't gonna be all about dog breeding content, showing the studs, showing the female. No, I want to elevate the channel and bring some real value to the industry, right? Because everybody talks about the breeding side of dog breeding. Nobody talks about the business side of breeding and the things that you need to have in place to make sure you setting your program up for success, right? So number one in this video, I'm gonna be talking about setting up your LLC the correct way. Now, I know I did a video about this a while back, a couple years ago, but that information is outdated now. So I wanna give y'all real game, real value in this video on how to properly set up your LLC. Now, a lot of people may disagree. You don't need an LLC to breed dogs. You don't, right? For the people that take this business serious and for the people that actually want the perks of having an LLC, I'm talking about getting business funding, business credit, right? Not coming out of your pocket for everything, right? Start to learn how to leverage your LLC to get business funding, get business credit, right? So you can build that dream dog house that you want. So you can invest in that stud or that new female that you want. So that's my mission from here on out, man, is giving y'all as much value as I can on this channel. I'm gonna stop all this yapping. Let me get to the video, give y'all this value. Let's go. So this step right here is looking for your business address, right? Because remember, we're not using home addresses or nothing like that. Like, we're not using home addresses. Don't try to use your homeboy address, your mama address, just because you got your dog's house there. We ain't doing none of that, okay? None of that, all right? So when you go to Google, you're going to type in virtual address near me. All right, cool. Now, you might see some virtual addresses where they say you can have a virtual address for a USPS or FedEx or UPS. Those addresses are out the window, out the play. We do not use those addresses. Listen, do not use a UPS, or FedEx address at all. That's not structuring your correctly. All right, you want to come to Google, you want to type in virtual address near me. You need a virtual address where it looks like a building that you can actually walk in and speak to somebody that's at the front desk, and you just have a virtual mailbox there. All right, that's it. Virtual mailbox. All right, so you're going to type in virtual address near me. You're going to come down and you're going to find, when you're looking for a virtual address, you want to call up these people, right? So you see, this is Regis Burlington, Office Evolution, Opus Virtual Office. When you call these people, before you choose address, right, you want to call them and ask them. You want to call them and you want to ask them, do you guys do Google My Business verification? Google My Business verification is how you get your business placed on Google. You want to make sure, yes, we do Google my business verification. All right. Once they say that, then you want to ask them for a virtual mailbox. Do you guys do virtual mailboxes, or do I have to actually buy a office? All right. You don't want to buy an office. You don't want to buy an office. All you want to get is a virtual mailbox. That's it. And that should cost no more than, like, some of them is like $17 a month, some of them $29, some of them $49. They're gonna try to upsell you on phone line services and stuff like that. You do not need that. You just need a virtual mailbox. All right. So you're gonna come to Google. Let's say if we was going with Office Evolution down here, right? You're gonna call them up. This is how the building looks. So when you apply and you get your business verified and put on Google, it's gonna say that you have an office. It's gonna look like this, and it's gonna say that you have an office inside of this building. Now you looking legit. Now you looking smooth. All right. So you're gonna go to their website, right? After you get off the phone with them, you can ask them how much is the virtual mailbox over the phone, or you can come to the website and look. But I prefer getting the information over the phone, getting how much it costs, asking them how can you pay, blah, blah, blah. More than likely they're gonna make you come to the website and pay online anyway. But if you just want to shop around and look around for best prices and stuff like that before you actually call, you can do this as well. All right. So when you come to these websites, right, remember, we don't want an office. Now, since we pay monthly here, if we ever needed to use the office, like if we ever needed to come to the office to do some paperwork or stuff like that, you can rent an office. Like if you ever feel like you need a meeting with somebody or whatever the case may be, you can do it at the office. Now, don't come here and think you're gonna be able to do a breeding at this office. You're not gonna be able to do a breeding, auto insemination, none. This is not that. All right, they will turn your ass around quick. This is not that. This is just so you look good on paper, right? And say like if you just wanted to come and, you know, get your paperwork together and stuff like that. You just want to be in office scenery. You can do that here, but do not try to come here and you're gonna do a breeding. You're gonna pull up and bring dogs here. It's not this. That ain't that. All right. So they should have like view pricing or something like that. Like I said right here, if you actually wanted an office, they'll tell you how much it is. It's $500 a month. If you just needed it to rent it out for a day, it's $30 an hour. I don't do that. Let's see if they got virtual office. Virtual. Okay, mail services. No, that's not it. So I don't think they offer. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think they offer. Oh, here you go. Virtual office right here. All right, so their plan is $89 a month. All right, your virtual office mail plan is perfect for business looking to establish themselves. All right, you get a professional business address, etc., right? So let's say if you like them, if you feel like you're gonna go with them, it is $89 a month. Then you go back to Google, right? And 1 second, you're gonna go to Google, all right? And you see their address says 806 Green Valley Road, Suite 200. When you go get your EIN number, this is the exact address you want to put on your EIN. 806 Green Valley Road, Suite 200. Not telling you to use this address, but I'm saying you want to use a virtual address in your area. Do not try to go to you in Florida, come to North Carolina and get an address. No, that's not how it works. It needs to be in your area. So when I go fill out my EIN, if I wanted to use this address, this is the address that I would put. 806 Green Valley Road, Suite 200, right? Put that address because this is the address, this is the suite. So when you get mail, they take all your mail to this suite. And when you get in this, the virtual office people, they're going to give you your own personal mailbox, right? When they get your mail, they're going to put your mail in your mailbox, right? But just make sure everything is completely like this on your EIN number. And this is going to be the address that goes on your LLC. So when you get the office, actually make sure you like the office, you like the pricing, that you can afford to pay that virtual mailbox fee a month, all right? Because this is going to be your address where you're probably going to get LLC mail, where you're going to get business credit cards mail to, things of that nature. So make sure you actually like the place that you are getting the virtual office with. All right, y'all. So this is how you get your mailbox. All right, y'all. So this part right here is basically setting up your LLC complete and accurate. This is the most important part of setting the foundation for your program, right? So I ain't gonna yap too much. I'm gonna go straight into it, right? So the first thing you want to get before you do anything is you want to grab your EIN number. All right. So you're gonna go to Google and you're gonna type in EIN, and you're gonna type in RS dot. No, actually, don't type it in Google. Go right here and go to irs.gov/EIN. That's it. Because if you go to Google, you're going to find websites that try to bait you into paying for EIN. EIN is completely free. All right? It's completely free. You don't need to pay for it. All right, so once you get to this page right here, then you're going to scroll down to where you see apply for EIN. All right, so get an employer identification, scroll down, apply for EIN. All right, so I'm gonna click apply. Come on. All right, once you click apply, you're gonna come down and you're gonna click begin application now. All right, so I'm gonna fill out this EIN form so I can walk y'all through this entire process so nobody won't get lost, nobody won't have no questions or nothing like that. All right, so when you coming down, right, you're gonna choose a legal structure. It's gonna say the one that you want to choose is limited liability company. All right, choose that. Now, this is the most important part right here. If you have a kennel partner, right, if you have a kennel partner in your program, and you know that's gonna be your partner for real, Also, listen, y'all, I want to add this in. When you are naming your LLC, do not name your LLC what your actual kennel name is going to be, because that will raise a red flag to the banks. You can have a regular LLC name, but do not name your LLC. So, for example, me, Top Notch Bully Camp. I will not go name my LLC Top Notch Bully Camp. I can do business as Top Notch Bully Camp, but I don't want my LLC name to be Top Notch Bully Camp. So a perfect example for a name for a LLC, let's say if your name is Tevin Brown, right? You can say TB Enterprises LLC, TB Wealth Group LLC. You get what I'm saying? Like, or you could do your first name initial, middle name initial, last name initial, Enterprises LLC. Don't use investments in your LLC. Don't use the word investments. I'd rather you stay with the word group, enterprises, wealth group, or holdings. You get what I'm saying? Like if I wanted, like say if your name is Two Raw Exotics, right? You can abbreviate that. You could say TRE Enterprises LLC. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how you properly name your LLC, y'all. Also, if you're getting value from this video, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I drop a lot more free game on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Let's get back to the video. Because you're going to put them on the LLC, you put 2. But if you uncertain, and I wouldn't do more than 2 members on the LLC, right? I wouldn't do more than 2 members. So if you got 3 or 4 kennel partners and shit like that, I just prefer just do 2, okay? Because the 2 can be like the head of everything, and then I'm gonna show y'all how to further structure it if you have other members. Like they could be managers of the LLC, all right? But like I said, I prefer only 2 go in this area if you have a kennel partner. It would be you and somebody that is on the same level as you as far when it's come to leveling up your program. Because when you put them here and you put them on the LLC, their credit has to be in order. Their credit has to be in order just like yours. They gotta be willing to take this thing serious just like you, right? So if you feel like that person not on that type of time, they're not trying to clean their credit so y'all can get funding, like just put you, right? Just put you 1. All right, I'm gonna put 1 for me because it's just me for right now. I'm doing this for a whole separate business, so I'm just gonna put 1. All right, you want to come down, you want to select a state. I'm in North Carolina, so I'm going to select NC, right? And then it's going to say choose one reason that best describes why you're applying for EIN. You want to click your starting a new business. Listen, if you already have a LLC, scratch it, because 9 times out of 10 you did it wrong. This is to show y'all how to set this up correctly. So I don't care about an LLC that you already have. 9 times out of 10, the LLC is not structured correctly. All right, so just follow me. All right, so you're gonna hit started a new business. All right, now I'm gonna put my information right here. If it's a 2-member LLC, the one that's going to be the overseer of everything, you want to put that social right here. All right, after you do that, where's the single member limited liability physically located? Now listen, by this time, you should already have the information I told y'all to get. As far as getting your business address and things of that nature. You should already have your business, you should already have idea where you're gonna have your business address at. Please, no home addresses, right? No home addresses, okay? We need a real office location, right? So, let me look it up. Make sure I got my address correct. The address that you got is the address that you want to use. All right, hold on. Okay, so yeah, the previous video told you how to go get a business address, right? This is what you want to put right here. All right, do not put your home address. Don't say, well, let me do PG tests out of their home. Can I use their home? Somebody let me breed and house my dogs at their home. Can I use it? No. The answer is no. No. We need a real location, bro. All right. We need a real location. All right. All right, so fill out this information correctly. Let me see, North Carolina, make sure you're selecting the correct state, put in the correct zip code. You can put your personal phone number right here, because if they need to contact you, you want them to, you know, contact you on your phone number. Do you have an address different from above where you want your mail to be sent? Now, if you want mail to be sent to your home, you could put yes and put your mailing address right here, right? If you put no, all of your mail is going to come here regarding information about the IRS. Like if they need to send tax stuff to you, whatever the case may be, they're going to send it to this address. This is where you can put your address, all right? So I'm going to put my address because I don't want all my personal information, IRS information, going to this address, right? I want it to be able to continue. Now, by this time, y'all should already know how to properly name your LLC, right? How to properly name your LLC, okay? Legal name of single member LLC goes here, okay? So I have make sure everything is spelled correct. All right, now right here, y'all should already know your legal name is what your LLC gonna be structured as, right? Your trade name, let's say you're doing business as, you got your LLC name and you doing business as Big Boss Bully Camp. Now you can put this here, right? But honestly speaking, I wouldn't even put it on this document, right? Because you don't want to present this to the banks when you go to get funding and stuff, right? So I would just not put anything here. I'm gonna show you how you can go to the Secretary of State and register your DBA that way. You don't want your DBA on these documents, all right? So leave this blank, all right? County where LLC is located. I'm in Guilford, so I'll put my county, put your state, where would the articles be filed, put the state you filing in, and it should be the state that you live in, all right? It is May, so May 2026, all right? This is the single member LLC start date. Put it in the current month we're in the current year, all right? So whenever you see this video, you want to put it in the current month and year, all right? Do not put 5 years ago when you start breathing. That doesn't matter, all right? Put where we at now and the year now, all right? So does your business own a highway? This should apply to all y'all, all right? Does your business own a highway, motor vehicle, trade, taxable? No, okay? Does your business involve gambling? No. Does your business need to form 720? No, all right? Does your business sell or manufacture alcohol? Nope, okay? Do you accept any employees receive W-2 right now? No, okay? Click continue. All right, so what is gonna say, what does your business or organization do? All right, in the previous section, I told you how to name your LLC, right? I told you how to get the business address, and I told you what category you should put your business in, okay? So when you come here, you're gonna select, where's it at? No. Well, you're just gonna click other, and you're gonna click, okay, so you're gonna select service, right? And in here you're gonna put pet training, boarding, and grooming, right? You put pet training, boarding, and grooming, all right? You're gonna click continue, all right? So how would you like to receive your EIN confirmation number? You have two options to receive. Please receive it digitally. If you don't, it's gonna take you weeks to get that piece of paper in the mail, y'all. You can literally get it digitally, save it to your computer, and print it off whenever you want. It's just that simple. There's no point of waiting to receive it in the mail. Get it the organization type. If you are a single member and you put that it's only one member of the LLC, you may need to make sure it says single member. If it's multiple people, it's going to say multi-member LLC. Remember what I said, no more than 2 people on this document, okay? You want to make sure your legal name is correct, all right? My legal name is correct. Let me just double check. The IRS does not allow you to complete an EIN form over the weekend, right? So they don't allow you to do it over the weekend. You have to do it Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It has to be done by 5 p.m. Monday, each business day. If you try to do it on the weekend, you're not gonna be able to do it, because I know a lot of people gonna hit me up and say, I can't do it. It's not. All right, next thing we're gonna go over is setting up your LLC. All right, so when you're setting up your LLC, you want to go to busy.com. Now, why do I keep typing it in Google? Hold on a second. Matter of fact, I can type it in Google. Busy LLC. BIZEE LLC. Right? You're going to go to the first one. Make sure it's busy.com. Start your LLC. This is the platform that I use to create all my LLCs. All right? So after you create your LLC, you want to pick an entity. It's going to be an LLC. You're going to pick your state. I'm going to do North Carolina. It's going to hit start my business, right? All right. So now that you are here, you don't select standard. They're going to try to upsell y'all on a lot of stuff to get, but you don't want to choose this one, right? You just want to go basic, right? You're going to pay $0 plus your state filing fee. In North Carolina, the state filing fee is $128. Some states, it might be $300, $400, $280. Like different states vary. So know you're gonna have to pay a state filing fee, whatever state you're in, right? So what this come with is they're gonna register your LLC. You're gonna get a registered agent, first year included. I think you're gonna have to pay for your registered agent at the time of checkout. They're gonna give you a virtual address, but you don't need it, because in the previous videos I already told you how to get a virtual address, right? You don't need that virtual address, but this is something that they are including in it, right? Expedited filing, so you can skip. You can either wait 4 to 6 weeks or skip it and get your LLC filed in 4 days. And that's an additional $50 to get it. Hold on, what the hell? I think you gotta, you gotta upgrade on that. So right now, don't worry about that. All right, just select it right here, because you can upgrade to this later. All right, you don't need them to do an EIN number for you, because I already showed you how to get your EIN. They're gonna try to make you pay $100 for EIN. You don't need it. All right. Again, just go with the basic plan. Don't make it complicated, right? You're gonna click get started. All right. After you get started, y'all should already know what your LLC name is before you get here. Do not name it. My kennel name is Top Notch Bully Camp. I'm not gonna come here and register Top Notch Bully Camp. Do not. Listen, if you're not paying attention on how to structure your LLC correctly, when I told you how to correctly pick a name, right? You're going to just go back and watch the videos. Do not come here and put your kennel name. We want it to be professional and something that doesn't look like we breed dogs. Okay? Got me? All right. So I'm going to just put SKB. I'm going to say SKB House Group LLC. All right. They're gonna check to see if it's good. All right, now right here, they're gonna upsell you. This is the only upsell that I take, right? You can pay $0 and just say, oh, I'll wait 4 weeks. Or you can be like, okay, I'm just gonna pay the 14 days filing fee, pay an extra $50. Now they come up to $178. Pay the extra filing fee, hit next. Computer is just freezing right now. Yeah, you can put in all your information right there. You can click, I'll use my own virtual address. You're gonna put the address that you got. When I showed you how to do your EIN and everything, you're gonna use that address right here. All right, that address right here. Make sure you put what the suite number is. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina, 2748. All right, we are in Guilford. Go. All right, use suggested, whatever they go with. All right, now none of this. You don't need none of this. You don't need none of the upsell packages. None of that. Hit no thanks. Right. Like I told you, if it's 2 members, you're gonna have to list you and the other person. I do not recommend doing more than 2 on one LLC, okay? If it's just you, click you. You're gonna fill in all your information. All right, use Busy as my registered agent for the first year, okay? They said it was free for the first year. After the first year, I think it's gonna be like $199, something like that every year. This is not something you can work around at all. You need a registered agency. You need a registered agent. You cannot work around this. No way, shape, or form. You need a registered agent. All right, next. Okay, you're gonna say, no, I don't need a, you already got your EIN number. You do not want to set up a bank account with them at this time. No, okay? It's gonna say, do you want electronically delivered or FedEx Express? I always choose electronically delivered. Okay, it's $0. They're gonna send you an email to let you know that your filing has been complete. You can log into busy.com, you can sign in, you can see your LLC, you can print off your documents, all that. You do not have to get it mailed. Okay, hit next. You don't say I'm not interested at this time. Just them trying to upsell you on a bunch of stuff. No, they don't try to upsell. Right. So now you're gonna be prompted to pay. Right, you can put in all your information. You're gonna pay, and your LLC will be filed. And like they said, it should be to you within 14 business days. Do not put your personal address on here anywhere unless you want your information public. And this is how you create your LLC. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next module. All right, so this step right here is actually getting a domain name. So how you gonna get your business URL and email and things of that nature? You're gonna go to www.godaddy.com. This is where you're gonna go to get, godaddy.com. All right, this is where you're gonna go to get your URL and everything right here. So you want to look professional, you want to have a professional URL name, all right, because you're gonna be using this in the future when you create a professional website to sell your litters and things of that nature. So you want to go ahead and make sure you have this. All right, so let's say I wanted to get topnotchkb.com. I want to search and see if that's available. Right, it is available, but it's saying you gotta pay. Right, so you don't want something that you gotta pay off a broker, right? So if you're gonna have these options up here, but if it pops up domain is taken, you just don't want to use that, right? So we're gonna do topnotchkb info. All right, topnotchkbinfo.com. All right, so now it's saying that this name is free, topnotchkbinfo.com. We want to make sure that we are always choosing .com domain. All right, so it's free. You're just gonna say get it. All right, gonna say get it. It's added to the cart. Let's see, then still say added to the cart. All right, so it said added to the cart. View your cart, and you might have to create. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to create a domain, a GoDaddy. So you're gonna say I'm launching a new online venture, right? So you can pay every year or every 3 years. Just do every year. Boom, bam. All right, it's gonna tell you a total that it costs $12.99 to get this domain, y'all. Cheap. All right, so get your domain. Come on. This computer's slow today. But yeah, while it's loading, like you want to get your domain, it's gonna tell you to create an account. I'm gonna say sign in later, but don't sign in later. Actually create an account. I don't feel like signing in right now because this is just to show y'all for an example. All right, it's gonna try to upsell you on getting full domain protection. You can get it. But so you want to make sure you get the full domain protection because people be hacking domains, trying to steal your stuff. So make sure you get full domain protection. All right, build credibility. You want to look professional. You do not want an email that says topnotchinfo@gmail.com. You want a professional looking email. So you see right here, it says you@topnotchinfo.com. Like you want your business to look professional. So for me, I could put kb@topnotchkbinfo.com. You could put contact@topnotchkbinfo.com. You could put whatever, info, company, customer, support @topnotch. Like you just want to look professional because when you take this to the banks, they don't want to see a @gmail. They don't want to see that. They want to see something that looks professional, right? So we want to structure our business. We don't want to half step our business. We want to go all in professional, right? So you can choose right here. I would go with this one, the lowest one, because you're not going to be using it a lot. You just want to use it for when you go to these banks and stuff like that, okay? So you're going to choose the first one. That should do you some justice, all right? And then you're going to hit continue to cart, all right? Once you continue to cart, come on. All right, once you continue to cart, it's going to tell you you're getting the email, the Microsoft email for 12 months. It's going to tell you the domain name that you're buying. So you're going to be paying $12.99 a year on this domain. You got the protection, right? $1.09 a month. It came up to $12.99. Microsoft, the email, right? So you hit. All right, so then after that, you're gonna click ready to check out. You know, it's gonna make me sign up for an account, but I don't need an account right now, so I'm not gonna sign up. But after you get it, now you will have a domain name. Now you have a professional email, right? So now that you have your domain name and a professional email, the next thing we want to do is we want to get our business on Google. All right. Before I get to that, when you get signed in to GoDaddy, it's gonna tell you, it's gonna show you your mailbox, right? And that's where all your mail go to. So if you tell a bank that send my information to such and such at whatever your business email is, you're gonna always have to come to GoDaddy and click check mailbox to view the mail that you have that got sent there. All right. You can download the GoDaddy app too as well if you don't want to always come to the link. All right. So I'm just let y'all know that right now your email will always be, your professional email will always be on GoDaddy. All right. So now after you get done with that, all right. So after you do that, you're gonna come to Google and you're gonna type in Google My Business, right? You're gonna go to Google My Business and you're gonna click on the top one. Make sure My Business get listed on Google, right? You're gonna see start now, right? And then you wanna type in a business name, create, and then when it pop up, it says create a new business, right? And then you're gonna say you are a service business, right? And then you're gonna select your business category, dog trainer. Next, you can put all the city and states, right, that you serve, but just keep it to where you live at, right? And then you want to put your business phone number right here. I forgot to do that step. So before you do anything, you want to go to google.com, go to Grasshopper business phone. No, that's not it. It's tripping. It's the second one right here. Grasshopper. It should say small business phone plan right here. And all right, I had to step away real quick, but yeah. So you want to come to grasshopper.com. You want to click, do not do all these other plans. You don't need all these other plans. Just come right here, click True Solo. It's $14 a month, but you need a business phone number. It can be a 1-800 number. It can be a local number. It doesn't matter what number it is. Just make sure you have a business phone number. This is a Grasshopper app. So you want to go and download this app onto your phone and sign in. So anytime you get a call to this phone, a text to this phone number, it's always going to come to your phone. So you don't have to go out here and buy a separate phone line unless you want to. Like if you want a separate phone line for like when your clients call you or get in contact with you, yeah, separate line, right? But this is right here is for business. When you go into banks, anything pertaining business as far as banks and looking legitimate, you want to use this phone number, right? But when it comes to your clients and talking to your clients, like you can have a separate phone number for them, right? Don't give them this number. This is just so you look good on paper and it's going to be listed on Google. All right. So let's get back to the good part. All right. So now that you got the phone number, you're going to put the phone number here. You're gonna put the website here, so I'm gonna put a fake number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put your website here. The link, the website URL that you just got from GoDaddy, you wanna put that website URL right here. All right. You can add chat, but if you don't want to add chat, that's cool. It ain't necessary, right? You just want to get listed on Google. Dang, am I not gonna be able to use this? Let me try. All right, boom. Okay, so put your business on the map. Right, you're gonna hit continue. You're gonna hit continue. All right, now when you do this, you're gonna put in your business address that you got. Y'all should already have a business address, right? All right, hit next. All right, so now this, you don't just automatically get put on Google. You don't automatically get put on Google. They have to verify that you are a legitimate business. You are who you say you are before they list you on Google. So what you're gonna do now is, now that that's why I told y'all you have to call these virtual offices and ask them, do they do Google My Business verification? All right. So what you want to do is Google's going to have you do a video, right? So you can sign in on your phone when it's time for you to do the video, right? And you can go to record. When you do this video, you want to show the office, the building, right? You want to show the street name, right? You want to show the street name. So mine is Green Valley Road. So I want to go to the sign where it says Green Valley Road, show the street name. You then want to come back. No, first, I messed up, y'all. So first, you want to go in there and tell the people you trying to do Google My Business verification, all right? Next, first thing after you tell them you want to do Google My Business verification, you're going to go outside. You're going to find the street name. You're going to record the street name. After you record the street name, you're going to go to the building. You're going to record the outside of the building so it looks legit, so they can see it's the outside of a building. So you want to make sure you can see the outside of the building. You're going to record the parking lot so they can see that there's actual cars and everything in the parking lot. Then you want to show when you walk into the suite, you want to show the suite number. When you show the suite number, you want to have the person, after you show the suite number, you want to have the person temporarily put your business name on a office door. You go back into the office, you're going to record the name on the business door. You're going to go in, and make sure when you show their name on the business door that they give you, if it's a key or a lock or something to unlock that door, make sure they give you the code to unlock that door or the key to unlock the door temporarily, and you want to record that on Google showing that you have access to this building. So you want to show when you're recording the video that you unlocking the door, you got access to this building, right? You go in and you show your office, you click submit, and you're done, right? Listen, that's how the process should go. You should explain to the people this is how the process should go, right? You have to show this step by step, or you're going to constantly keep getting rejected to get your business registered on Google. So you have to explain to the people, I need my name to be temporarily on the office door. Before you even start recording, you're going to go in there and tell them I'm here to do my Google My Business verification. You want to tell them this. They should give you no hassle, no problem. If they do, you need to go find you another office building, because this is how you got to do it. They're going to try to tell you, like, you just need to put your office name on the door and that's all you need. No, Google needs to know that you have access to this building, right? Even though you don't, you want to make it look like you do, okay? So before you even do the video, go inside of the building. Tell the people, I'm here to do Google My Business verification, right? Google My Business verification. Tell them I need my name, my business name on the door temporarily so I can record the video. If it's a lock on the door, you want to ask them what's the key. Give me a temporary passcode to open this door, or give me the key to open this door, right? Or if you have a mailbox and you need a key to that mailbox, tell them I need the temporary key to this mailbox so I can open the mailbox to show that I have some type of access to this building. Tell them it's only temporary. I do not need it long term. I just need it for this Google My Business verification because this is how Google said it needs to be done. All right. Once you get all that set up in place, now you go outside and you record the street name. Then you record the parking lot. Then you record the building. Then you record you going in, showing your office, your name on the office door, showing you unlocking the door or putting in the passcode to get inside of that office, or showing you opening a mailbox to this office so they know that you have permission and access to this building, right? And then your Google My Business verification is complete. Again, if they give you a hassle, give you a problem, and say, we can't do it like this, then go find you another virtual office that lets you do it this exact way. All right, catch you on the next video.